the fifth seal. Revelation chapter 6 and Revelation chapter 6 and 5.
All right. This is Revelation chapter 6, verse 5. It says, and when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say,
no.
All right, well,
fifth seal.
All right, straight to the point.
Straight to the point.
I thought you wanted to
No, straight to the point.
All right, this is Revelation chapter 6, verse 9. It says, and when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of the Most High, and for the testimony.
Where you at? Oh, okay. But when you read the fifth seal, go ahead, bro.
All right.
That was my mistake. Because what I was thinking about the third seal. So go ahead, bro.
All right. This is Revelation chapter 6, verse 9. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of the Most High, and for the testimony which they held. Verse 10, and they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?
So that happened in the ancient world, it's going to happen again, man. Because you're going to have some people, some brothers get beheaded for the testimony of YAHAWASHI, man. See? So we in that time now, okay? We in that time, man. It happened in the ancient world, and it's gonna happen again. So we in that time, man. You see? But that demon that was standing up here, he didn't know that. He was just saying something. He don't understand the book of Revelation, man. He ain't understand nothing. You see? Man, these people, man.
To me, it was just like more like he just wanted to sit there and just cause confusion. It's just arguing, man, like a woman. You know what I'm saying?
Not making itself clear, man.
Right.
You know, not making itself clear, man. You know, but that's Jake for you, man. That's Jake. So. That's it on that particular verse. If not, just finish it off.
Yeah, that was it on that particular verse.
Okay. All right, we're jumping out of that. But what I want to do is go to you can show what you got. To Jake, you can show what you got. See, you got all this is going on in the world, but you still gotta keep in mind about concerning Russia, man. You got to keep an eye on Russia and the Middle East, man. So-called Middle East, man. Even though you got all this stuff going on. Let me see this battery.
All these distractions going on.
Almost out of there. We got one bar. Well, go ahead, bro. You got one bar. You got to watch this bar, bro.
Okay.
The murmurs of war have returned, and this time things are serious. 90,000 Russian troops are camping near Ukraine. They could invade any moment. And miles away in Stockholm, the diplomats are talking a last-ditch effort to stop the war. In the past, this has always worked. Russia sends troops, the West threatens sanctions, there's a lot of saber-rattling, but ultimately Russia steps down. This has been the template. So what's different this time? For starters, Vladimir Putin is behaving a lot more strategically this time. There was a similar build-up, remember, in April and March this year. But that was about sending a message, testing the new US president. That's what Putin was doing. So all the troop movements were done in broad daylight. It was showboating, not strategy. But this time, the deployments are secretive. They're mostly happening at night. What is Ukraine doing in response? Their army is holding a military drill near Crimea. President Volodymyr Zelensky of Ukraine is refusing to back down. On Wednesday, he promised to liberate Crimea from Russian control. For Moscow, that's war. The Kremlin claims that Ukraine has sent 125,000 troops to the border. We cannot verify this claim, but if true, that's more than 200,000 troops on either side of the border, camping and waiting for orders. Clearly, we need diplomacy to pull through. There were some positive signs in Stockholm. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov met briefly. In public, both leaders said they had the same message. We don't want conflict, they said.
We, as President Putin stated, do not want any conflicts. But if our NATO partners have stated that no one has a right to dictate to a country that would like to join NATO whether it can do or not, we can say that every country is able to define its own interests to guarantee their security.
It takes two to tango, and if our Russian friends are prepared to implement their commitments under Minsk, and our Ukrainian friends are as well, we will fully support that, and that is the best way to avert a renewed crisis in Ukraine.
Don't fall for these statements. Russia and America have serious differences. For instance, Vladimir Putin does not want Ukraine to join NATO. And you can understand why. Nobody wants a rival bloc expanding at your doorstep. So what is Putin's plan for Ukraine? Even more problematic, Putin considers Ukraine to be a part of the Russian motherland, the long-lost province as he sees it. He intends to conquer it. We saw part one of that mission in 2014 with Crimea. This Russian threat has pushed Ukraine closer to NATO. A NATO membership is like an insurance for them. It guarantees US military help if Russia invades. So basically we have a vicious political cycle. How do you break free from this? With talks. Russia is trying to organize a meeting between President Putin and Joe Biden. Apparently they're scheduling issues. There are scheduling issues. Their calendars are not matching, they say. But you would think that averting war is a pressing issue, not when political egos are involved. The last time Putin and Biden talked, they achieved almost nothing. They met, they clicked some pictures, and they left. There was nothing substantial. But perhaps that's exactly what we want right now, what we need right now. A standstill, if not peace. That's what the Minsk agreement is all about. You just heard Antony Blinken talk about it. The agreement was signed in 2015. It seeks to end the war between Russia-backed separatists and the government in eastern Ukraine. Here's what the agreement calls for: an immediate ceasefire, withdrawal of all heavy weapons, talks on holding local elections, and release of all hostages and illegally detained people. These are the demands. But the Minsk agreement has failed to bring peace, mostly because Russia continues to meddle in eastern Ukraine. It continues to arm and fund the separatists. So the agreement works. You just need all the parties to stick to it. The meeting in Stockholm is a good step in that direction. What happens next depends on the top leadership. Joe Biden cannot keep gambling with Ukraine. He can't keep hoping that Vladimir Putin is bluffing. That's what his former boss did, Barack Obama. And he woke up one day to a Russian invasion in Crimea. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.
That should be enough, right?
Okay.
I just wanted Jake to see the vibration and what's going on out there. But let's go to Matthew 24, then we're gonna jump to Ezekiel 38. Yeah, man, let me swap that out. Yeah, let me swap it out. I get it going, man, it just shut off.
Good.
You know? Change the battery. Had to change the battery, man. But start in Matthew 24. And also, man, the brother gonna show y'all a clip to where over there in California, they bring this out before we get out of here. Over there in California, man, they breaking in those shipping containers, man. They robbing the shipping containers, man. And then the police officers acting like they don't know what's going on. Yeah, man, they robbing them shipping containers over there in California right now as we speak. So, start in Matthew 24, bro.
On the top, just go straight to the point, verse 6.
On the top.
All right. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 1. And YAHAWASHI went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to shew him and building of the temple. It says, verse 2. And YAHAWASHI said unto them, see ye not all these things? Question. Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down. Verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
The end of the age. So they was asking YAHAWASHI so they can watch out for the signs so they won't be in the world blind, man. So they can be looking for the kingdom of heaven, man. Okay? Go ahead.
It says, verse 4. And YAHAWASHI answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many.
Okay, so YAHAWASHI was saying one of the signs is, so you won't be walking blind, there's going to be a lot of deception in the earth. Okay? A lot of deception. And people going to be saying they anointed. Okay? There's going to be a lot of deception in the earth, man. That's why we was reading, man. Hold that, and go back to Ephesians chapter 4, verse 4 and 6. That's why we was reading that, man. It's only one way, man. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 4 and 6. Start at verse 4 and 6. All the way down to 6. That's why we was reading that in the beginning, man. You see, it's only one way, man. This world is full of deception, and YAHAWASHI was letting us know, you know what I'm saying? And he was answering the disciples. He said, look, there's going to be a lot of deception. Okay? Go ahead.
All right, this is Ephesians chapter 4, verse 4. There is one body and one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope.
Because in this world, people say you can get to the Heavenly Father and His Son anyway. All you just got to do is believe, and you can follow anything or do anything you want to. All you got to do is believe. Nah, man. Nah, that's not the way, man. Go ahead.
It says, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling,
Go ahead.
one Lord, one faith, one baptism.
Man, the faith is not based off believing in the Quran. The faith is not based off believing in the Egyptian Book of the Dead. The faith is not based off believing in the Book of Enoch. Because that Book of Enoch is out there now, that's not the real one, man. Esau printed that to make money. Okay? The Book of Yasha, man, that's not the real one, man. Esau printed that to make money, man. There's a business with Esau, man. And Jacob be getting into these books and thinking that they discovered something, they found something. Nah, they ain't gonna do nothing but bring confusion, man. See, it's a lot of deception.
Right.
YAHAWASHI said that's what it's gonna be, man. We got what we need, man. The 1611 King James Bible, man. Go ahead.
It says, one power and Father of all.
One power and Father of all. Go ahead.
who is above all, and through all, and in you all.
Meaning the Israelites, man. This is for the Israelites, man. Okay? That's who Paul addressed his letter to. The Israelites, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Continue on that.
That's verse, what verse is that?
That was 6.
Give me verse 7 too. We got.
All right. This is verse 7. But unto every one of us is given grace according to the measure of the gift of a Mashiach.
Yeah, divine influence of the mind, man. Okay? So, your faith in YAHAWASHI and believing in him, if you believe in him, he gives you a certain amount of measurement of understanding. Okay? You believing in him, man. And that's why I always say, man, at different levels, man. And that's what I was telling the person who's on the phone with me concerning dealing with the scriptures, man. At different levels, man. You know? At different levels, man. But it's all about faith, man. In the Heavenly Father and His Son, man. But it's only one way. That's what it is. It's only one way. So go back to Matthew chapter 24.
All right. This is Matthew.
Read about the deception. The seed.
Okay. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many.